Guys, I have been waiting all day to film this video. I woke up this morning and all I felt like doing was watching YouTube, filming YouTube and just catching up with all of you guys. But unfortunately, I do have a job to go to. So I worked today, but I knew that the moment I got home, I was going to get myself comfy and show you guys everything that I have been keeping in my new Louis Vuitton makeup bag. Plus, I wanted to show you a couple of things that I purchased on the weekend from Mecca. So to those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. It's so lovely to have you here. I generally talk about vintage designer handbags or sustainable kind of fashion, but every now and then I'll do a little bit of beauty and also some kind of like daily vlogs. So if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you stick around, join our little community and hit that subscribe button. And to those of you who already know me and watch all of my videos, welcome back, and I am sure you have been patiently waiting for this video. So I did actually set up my ring light for this video and I want to get your guys' opinion. Do I look better in natural light like this? Or is using a ring light better? Let me know in the comments below what you think, because guys, every video I put out, I am trying new editing techniques, I'm trying something different, I'm always trying to level up, and every video that I watch on how to make all your videos look crisp and how to look like a pro, basically, they all say use a ring light, but to me personally, I prefer it without. I actually prefer the natural light like this, but let me know your thoughts below, it helps me out so much. But anyway, I digress, let's get straight into this video. So the first thing I want to show you is this makeup bag. Now guys, it is such a functional size. I don't think Louis Vuitton still do this. I should have probably checked that, but I don't know if it's like a vintage style, but the actual style of it is just so functional. You can fit so much in it. I like how the zip comes like more than halfway down because it allows you to really open it up and get inside. So it's just like this. This is in the size 23. I think it's called the Trousse 23 or the Trousse. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. I mean, it is all French. So anyway, I believe it's 23 centimeters across here. And yeah, it's just a really great size and it fits so much more than I thought. Already it was bigger than I thought, which I was stoked about. But then when I started to fill it, because it's quite structured, you would probably think that, you know, oh, I hope you can fit a lot in there. You know, it's quite a structured material, but this is very similar to my Gucci Soho Disco bag. It's a similar kind of size. It's a similar kind of feel, and it is deceivingly big once you start to fill it. So I thought that I would only be able to fit my makeup in here, but I can actually fit my makeup, my skincare, and my deodorant all in here. And then inside you have a side pocket. This is where I've been keeping all of my makeup brushes just to keep them kind of away from everything else and so they don't get ruined. And then on the other side you have these bits of elastic here, which are great if you have things that might leak and anything that you want to stand up. So yeah, it's a pretty simple interior, which is what I love. I love both handbags and toiletry bags. I love when it's just a very basic kind of interior. So that is the bag there. I will be using it for like another month or so, and then I am thinking of doing like an in-depth review of this makeup bag. But guys, I know it's early days and I've only had it for like a week and a half, but it is very quickly becoming like probably one of in my top 3 favorite designer accessories, because I am just loving it and I just cannot believe that I didn't have one of these earlier. So thank you so much, Lou, my good friend here on YouTube, who gifted this to me. If you have not checked out her channel, you must, and I'll make sure that I link hers below because her and I basically do the same content. We are like the same person. So anyway, that is the makeup bag. Now I am going to show you some things that I purchased from Mecca. So a couple of months ago, I was in Mecca and my sister purchased this beautiful brush set, and when we left I was like, I should have got that, because I think it's like a limited edition collaboration, and I knew that once they all sold out I would be kicking myself because the actual colors of these brushes are just stunning. So anyway, these are the Morphe brushes and it's the collaboration with Ariel. And yeah, they're just absolutely stunning brushes. There's not a lot of brushes. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 5 of them. But for $99, getting 5 really good quality makeup brushes that I'll probably have for ever, I thought that was a really good price. Very, very aesthetic. And then you've got the magnetic closure here and you just open it up and there are the brushes. So obviously each brush is designed for a different purpose. You've got the small brush. It is the A14. You've got the little numbers on the end there. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then this is the smaller brush. So this brush is actually called the Precision Setting Brush. So I'm assuming that after you do like your under eye concealer and stuff, you can kind of set it with setting powder. I'm just guessing here, I'm no makeup guru, but I am thinking of using this in the crease of my eyes for when I do eyeshadow, because that is what I use majority of the time. Like this would be one of my most used brushes for sure. So I thought that one was a really good one. The next one is a blush brush, which is the A22, and it's much smaller than my current blush brush, but I think it'll be good because I'll be able to get quite precise. And I'm sure you could probably use it for both powder blush and cream blush. So yeah, really like that one. The next one is their cream contour brush. I do not have a brush like this, so this is great, and it's kind of like a fat brush, but it is flat as well. So this is their A58 brush, and that'll be really good when I'm using like a cream contour. And even if I don't use cream and I just use like a powder one, it's nice that it's more flat because I'm constantly getting like a fat kind of brush and then squeezing it to use it. Sorry guys if you can hear noises in the background. We have building works going on next door. So just when we finish our renovations, next door gets started. So anyway, it's been noisy all day. I'm hoping that they clock off soon because it is like late afternoon. So the next brush is a foundation brush, and it's more like that stippling kind of style, and this is their A24. I don't actually really like using a brush for foundation. I like to use a beauty blender, so I am thinking maybe this would be great for like setting powder or something, but yeah, I'm sure I'll find a use for it, don't you worry about that. And then the last one is the setting and bronzing brush. So it's more of a tapered kind of fat brush, and it is the A21. So yeah, for bronzer and then setting. So I'm thinking I'll use this for bronzer, and then I'll use the foundation brush for setting my setting powder. So obviously with brushes, that's a bit of a guide of what you can use them for, but that's probably, you know, you can really use them however you like. And then the next thing I purchased is also from that same collection. So this is the Soft and Sculpt sponge, and they also have like a Morphe sponge, which I have had before, and it's red, and it's like their standard one, and it's $14. This was also $14, but it's a new kind of style where it's more of a sculpting one, and I just thought the color was so beautiful. I don't really care what shape my beauty blender is because I kind of just use it for foundation, but guys, I have had the actual beauty blender brand, and I always used to go for them because beauty blenders are just a different kind of sponge. Like if you just go get a cheap one, it's completely different. I feel like it's too firm. So anyway, I always went for the beauty blenders, which are $30, but then I found the Morphe ones, and I think they're $14, and they are exactly the same material or whatever kind of sponge. So these are amazing, and I'll always get the Morphe ones over the beauty blenders just because they're literally the same and half the price. So I picked up that as well, which I'm really keen to start using. So when it comes to the products that I've been keeping in here, these are the products that I use majority of the time. So I do have more makeup in my bathroom, and I do have more skincare, but these are the ones that I use, like I said, most of the time, and the ones that I can't really live without. So I am just going to grab them at random and start filling up my makeup bag. Actually, first of all, I'm going to put all of my brushes in. The only brush that's missing from here that I like to use is a spoolie for my brow freeze. So I will grab that and add this to my bag later. So I am going to slip all of the brushes in that side pocket there. They fit quite nicely like that. Nothing's getting ruined. And yeah, I'll just sit them. I might flip some the other way. That way it's kind of even. So they're all in the side there. As for having things standing up, it is good to have it as an option there, but I don't think I will use those right now because I just don't because I've been using this every day, I genuinely just throw everything back in and just keep it very open, and I don't really store stuff standing up in those side bits. I will when I'm traveling, but as for like at home when this just sits on my vanity, I just throw everything in. So I'm just going to be doing that today. I've got all of my products laid out, and I've kind of got them in categories. So I'll start with the skincare. This is the moisturizer that I have been using. I have been trying to stick to one brand when it comes to skincare. So this brand is called the Clear Skincare, and basically I had a consultation to try and help with my breakouts, and they recommended a few products. So this is just the daily kind of moisturizer, And then this is their SPF 30 and it's oil free. So I apply the moisturizer first and then I apply the SPF 30, and yeah, so far I haven't had any additional breakouts from just using these. So they're my skincare bits. And then I also do have an under eye kind of balm. I don't use this every day, but sometimes if I feel like I need a little bit of extra brightening, I will apply this. It's basically kind of like a lip balm, but for under your eyes, and it just kind of brightens everything. So I really do like this, and it does make you feel more awake. So that is from the brand called Tula Skincare. I think I got that from Mecca a while ago. As for my deodorant each day, I use this brand called Woohoo. It's like an organic natural deodorant, and it's in a biodegradable kind of container, and it's just like a stick. And yeah, I absolutely love this. I've been using it for probably over 1.5 years now, and I will never go back to any perspirant. It's just so much better for my underarms. There's less irritation. I do sweat, but it does not smell. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying using a natural deodorant. So that fits in there quite nicely. So when it comes to foundation, I actually always use the Garnier BB cream. I've mentioned this before on my channel, but basically it is a BB cream, very lightweight, but it's very pigmented. So you don't need a lot. It goes on quite nicely and it is not oily. So pretty much every BB cream under the sun does not work for me because I have oily skin and I just get, yeah, way too oily within, I was going to say throughout the day, not even throughout the day, like within half an hour. So I use this. It is amazing. It has been discontinued, which is devastating. But if you are someone with oily skin, if you ever see this, pick up like 5 of them. I'm pretty sure they're very affordable. I am going to be looking for these online and purchasing a bunch of them. It does say that it's light, and it does go on quite light, but it kind of oxidizes right away and always matches my skin. Like no matter whether I'm really tan or really fair, it always kind of matches. I don't know how it does that, but I always use this, and that I apply this with my beauty blender. So absolutely love this as foundation, and if I need more coverage, I just build it up. So absolutely love that. As for concealer, I have recently been using the Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Concealer. I did not realize that this was just like an under eye concealer. So I purchased it, but anyway, I kind of use it anywhere that I need, like any blemishes and stuff. It's the Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer with vitamin C. So I don't mind it, but I will always just resort back to the Maybelline concealers, either the Fit Me one or they have the anti-aging one, the one that has a sponge like this. I forget the name of it, but basically they are my favorites. But I thought I would try something new, and guys, it's not bad. It is a nice lightweight concealer, but it's, yeah, it's not really my favorite. I don't know, it's just a little bit, it's kind of dry and makes me look a little bit wrinkly. I mean, I am starting to get fine lines, but it kind of really accentuates them, and I like my concealers to be quite creamy. So anyway, that is the concealer I'm using at the moment. Obviously, I don't like to waste products, so if I buy one and I don't like it, it's too bad, so sad. I just have to wait until I use it all up, and then I can go purchase something else. And then as for setting powder, I have always used the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is the best, and it lasts forever. I don't mind spending a little bit more money on makeup if it's something that's going to last me a while, and guys, this does. So you'll probably notice throughout this little haul, all the items that are more of like a brand name, they're the things that last really long, like eyeshadows and blushes and stuff. So yeah, I really love this setting powder. I use it all the time. And then moving on to eyeshadows or eyes, I have this Too Faced palette. Guys, I've had this forever. It's probably expired, but it is just all of the natural kind of browns, and they're all matte. These colors are just great for like everyday, very subtle looks, great for in the crease, great if I run out of eyebrow product and I need to like fill in my brows. I use this kind of for everything, so I absolutely love this palette. Like I said, I've had it for years, but yeah, it's like one of my all-time favorites. I then have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette, and guys, I've been using this ever since I bought it, pretty much most days. So I don't always wear a lot of makeup, but even if I don't wear makeup at all, I will always like to do a little bit of glitter on my lids. So these are the pinky kind of colors. I'm pretty sure it's just called the Pillow Talk palette. So you've got the matte colors here, and then you've got the glittery ones. I only really use these. So I use the light shade in the corner of my eyes, and then this one in just like the the middle of my eye to add some glitter. And I love this palette so much. Like the moment it runs out, I will be buying another one. It just goes on so nicely and it stays on all day. So absolutely love this palette. So for mascara, I have been using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in black. It's got like a nice kind of brush to it. It's nice and thin, so it is quite precise when you're using it. However, this is new. I kind of bought it when I bought a bunch of these other products. I still prefer I brought it in just to show you guys in case you've never seen it, but I'm sure you've seen it before. It is so popular. The Maybelline Lash Sensational will always be my favorite. It is completely dried up and out, so that's going in the bin. But I thought I would try the L'Oreal because they were all half price. So this was like half the price of the Maybelline one, but it's nowhere near as good. In saying that, I probably still would have opted this one because I'm just not going to pay double the price just because, especially because I don't wear mascara all the time. It's only if I'm doing like full-on makeup that I'll put mascara on. So as for bronzers, I either have my Thin Lizzy bronzer in the color Light. This is my Ride or Die, something that I've used since I was like 14 and I will never sway. It is the best like illuminating bronzer ever. Here it is here. I don't know. I don't want to turn it up because it's probably going to fall out. I did drop it, so it's almost going to fall out of the pan. But anyway, it is amazing. If you haven't tried Thin Lizzy before, you have to. And then when it comes to cream contour, I use the Clinique Chubby Stick. To be honest, I only ever use one or the other. I'm either doing a creamy kind of base all over, and then I set it, or I'm doing all powders. So it kind of just depends what mood I'm in. I usually opt for powders on really hot days, but then now that it's coming into winter, I'm thinking of doing more creamy kind of products. So I'll use this. So anyway, this is the Clinique Chubby Stick. It's really, really easy to apply because it is the stick, and yeah, I kind of just do all the contouring. The parts where I would bronze, really, like I said, I only ever use like one or the other. So they're my two like bronzers. The powder blush I use most often is this MAC one in the color Pinch Me, and I believe it's their Sheer Tone blush. Guys, this is so old. I think I bought it when I lived in Canada, which was in like 2016. So it is years old, but there's still so much left and I use it all the time. I just really like that it's quite a deep kind of pinky tone, and it just suits my complexion really well rather than like a really bright kind of tone. I don't really buy MAC anymore because I'm pretty sure they still test on animals. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but last time I checked they do. So anyway, I'm just still using that. And then as for creamy kind of blushes, I have this one from Stila, and it is like it's in the color Petunia, and it's this nice kind of, it's definitely more of a pinky tone, but like I said, I kind of have a powder product and a cream product in everything. That way it depends on how I'm feeling on the day whether I use cream or powder. So they're my two blushes. As for highlighter, I don't always use highlighter, but if I'm doing like a full face of makeup, I will always opt for this one here. This is the Becca highlighter. Who remembers Becca? I don't even know if they're still going anymore, but this is the Moonstone highlighter, and I got this in the little small kind of sections of Sephora, and I'm so glad I did because guys, I bought this years ago and it is still going, especially when you don't use much. I will always, when it comes to blushes, highlighters, lipsticks, anything like that, I'll always look at the small little sizes because they're like half the price and you don't need more than that. Like if you're someone like me who doesn't wear a lot of makeup all the time, then a small size like this will do you just fine for a really long time. So that's my highlighter if I ever use it. Now for brow products, I will use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze every single day. It's just like the gel that really locks everything in place. This stuff is amazing. It's the best brow gel I've ever used, and I have tried a lot of different ones. And then as for the brow crayon, I'm just using this one from L'Oreal. Again, I don't really care what brand it is when it comes to my brow crayons. And because I go through them so much, because I really do need to fill in my brows, they're very sparse. Because I go through it so much, I always just go for whatever's on special, whatever's cheap, that's what I'll get. This one though, I did go brunette and it's way too dark for me. I don't know if you can tell, I really brushed it out, but I always like to go really light. So I actually opt for the blonde crayons because once I fill it all in, it just looks a little more natural when your brows aren't so dark, especially if you're someone like me with fair skin. So as for lip products, I have this Body Shop lipstick here. Again, I've had this for so long. It is in the color Color Crush. I bought this when I lived in Canada, which is in 2016. Guys, that was when I was fully into makeup. I used to watch YouTube every day, watch makeup tutorials. I used to have like heaps of that BH Cosmetics, I think it's called. I just had so much makeup, it was a joke. And yeah, me and my sister were so into it. So that's why a lot of my stuff is from then, because I just had the biggest collection of makeup. Right now I have nothing compared to what I used to have, but I really don't wear makeup too much anymore because I honestly sometimes feel like it makes me look worse. So anyway, I have that lipstick. The next thing I have is, this is a new one actually. It is the Makeup Revolution Juicy Pout lip gloss, and it is so similar to the Dior lip oil. And yeah, as soon as I saw it, I thought it was so cute. I'm a sucker for packaging, and I love glosses. Like, I wear glosses pretty much every day, and it's very lightweight, it's not too sticky, and it's definitely more of a lip oil kind of texture. So absolutely love this one from Makeup Revolution. And the last one I have is my all-time favorite, and it is the Rituals Repair lip balm. This is from my good friend Lou. She sent me this. She also sent me another one as backup because she knows I use it every single day. And it is this beautiful lip balm. It's very similar kind of texture and feel to the Lanolips lip balm. And it is just amazing. I think it's in the eucalyptus scent, so it smells beautiful, and I absolutely love this. This is just a good basic, especially for those no makeup kind of days. It's just a great lip balm. So that is everything in my makeup bag. Guys, look how much fits in there. There's still room. Like, I could easily fit more in there, and if I zip it up, there you have it. Like I said, there is still so much room up here. If I needed to add more products in there, I could. So I just love this so much. And honestly guys, if you are someone who has a little bit of a designer collection, or you're someone like me who doesn't have a huge designer collection, just a few things that you use all the time, then you definitely need to add one of these. I absolutely love it. So that is everything in my makeup bag. I've just been loving makeup lately. I've really fell back in love with it. I do go through stages, but right now I am going through a stage. So if you have any holy grail products that you think I should definitely try, make sure you let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check them out, because I love Thin Lizzy and Garnier, both very affordable products, but ones that I cannot live without. I would love to know yours, and I'm sure other people watching this video would like to know yours as well. So for anyone else looking to try new things, we can just have a look at the comments. Anyway guys, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. That noise is still going on, and it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It does not sound like they're gonna stop anytime soon. So anyway, as much as I could sit here and talk to you all afternoon, I'm gonna have to wrap it up. But yeah, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. It helps me out heaps. And to those of you who watch my videos and are not already subscribed, make sure you do, because again, it just helps me out so much. So I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.